in the shadow of the oak where we once lay. The grass still whispers secrets of that day. Beneath the wide, unforgiving azure sky, a rusty porch swing creaks an old goodbye. Your scarf that danced a wild crimson weave, as silent as the wind watched me leave. The wind knows the weight of untold tales, carrying love lost in its lonesome gales, whistling through the hollows of this heart, where echoes of your laughter slowly part. I ride on under sunsets that deceive. Every mile the wind watched me leave. Now the trails blur where your laughter rang. Gravel roads washed out after the rain. That cabin stands empty by the ridge, windows staring out like ghosts adrift, saddle worn from all the years I grieved. In the silence, the wind watched me leave. The wind knows the weight of untold tales, carrying love lost in its lonesome gates, whistling through the hollows of this heart, where echoes of your laughter slowly part. Through the dust, your phantom I perceive. There in the dust, the wind watched me leave. By the flicker of the campfire's glow, I see your face in the fire's ebb and flow. Soul set free, yet chained to past regret. The wind soft sigh, a tune I can't forget. So I'll wander, let these old boots weave, passing lands where only spirits grieve. Each setting sun dips in gold to deceive, and in its dying light the wind watches me. Yes, forevermore the wind watched me leave. Oh, how silently the wind watched me grieve. The oak trees meet the wind, I found an old porch swing where our love did begin. Those boots by the door, dusty and warm, they danced through the summer, by winter were torn. The echoes of laughter in the halls of this old cabin faded like the photographs where time is woven satin. Oh, these boots, they call my name through whispers of the aspen, neath the skies we once claimed. Every step on this gravel road, a memory's frame, but now I walk alone. The wild has changed and these boots keep calling my name. sounds a quiet shell, where our wild dreams once yodeled, now silence fell. That scarf you left behind on the chair, it's still there. The touch of your presence like smoke in the air. Saddles gathered dust, the rains came to rust. What was built in the throes of love now crumbles to lust. Oh, these boots, they call my name. Through whispers of the aspen, neath the skies we once claimed. Every step on this gravel road, a memory's frame. But now I walk alone, the wild has changed, and these boots keep calling my name. Sometimes I think to leave it all and ride, find a sunset that won't remind me of your eyes. But these plains hold your echo, the wind murmurs your sighs. In the vastness of the open, there's nowhere to hide. So these boots, they'll call my name. Through storms and the silence, past the sorrow and the pain, each step on this fading trail, your love remains. A ghost in the twilight, a heart unrestrained. These boots will forever call my name. Yes, these boots will forever call my name.
Out where the oak tree shadows old muddy trails, I found a scarf she left tattered and pale, near an empty cabin with its porch swung low. The sunset caught her smile long, long ago. Shattered glass tied down by worn leather straps, memories like rain through my fingers, perhaps. In the whisper of the wind, she's still my song, but the echoes are the proof that she's gone. Old gravel roads where we used to ride, now just dust and the secrets they hide. The saddle sits empty, the bridle's gone stiff, lost in a world that shifted adrift. Shattered glass tied down by worn leather straps, memories like rain through my fingers, perhaps. In the whisper of the wind, she's still my song, but the echoes are the proof she's gone. Under the vast, forgiving sky, I roam alone, every star whisper of the love I've known. Oak's roots run deep where fond memories lie, in the land that holds the why of her goodbye. Shattered glass tied down, hearts bound in the fray, each piece a chapter of the dance sweet sway. Still the wind sings low through empty town streets, where my heart lies buried, where old paths meet. In the quiet of the night, under fading trail stars, I understand now, we are always are. Shattered glass, not lost, just out of view. In the dusk-kicked sunset, I still reach for you.
Out where the oak trees shadow the forgotten road, I found a scarlet scarf you left behind. Under the skies where our wild dreams once flowed, and by a lonesome hill where our hearts were entwined. The old porch creaks, it sings a sad, sad tune of dusty boots and dances in the faint moonlight. Every whispered breeze seems to moan and croon about the day you vanished out of sight. Lonesome hill fell apart just like my heart when you rode away, leaving only echoes and ache. The trails went cold, the town grew stark underneath the weight of promises we couldn't make. Nothing's quite the same in the quiet rooms where laughter died away in the cooling heart. Only shadows dance in the thickening glooms where our love once bloomed with gentle mirth. Gravel roads that led to our secret places now just went through fields of withering wheat. Your empty saddle, those long-lost embraces, turn memories bittersweet. Lonesome hill fell apart just like my heart when you rode away, leaving only echoes and ache. The trails went cold, the town grew stark underneath the weight of promises we couldn't make. By the rustling creek I hear your voice call soft and low, a haunting melody across time-worn divide. In every setting sun your absence is the shadow, but it's in the quiet I find you never truly said goodbye. A lonesome hill fell apart here in my heart. Your memory rides like a ghost through the fog and the dew. As the sun dips down and the night starts, in every starlit silence I'm still loving you. So I saddle up, ride the echoes back to the start, underneath the lonesome hills, endless aching blue, where every whisper of the wind's a part of the love we knew, the life I miss, the you I knew. out by the creek, under old oak shade, where our names are carved deep in the bark. Sunsets painted our dreams in amber and jade. In that wild land we sparked a light in the dark. The shadow haunts these empty cabins, whispers in the wind. Through broken panes, echoes of laughter, ghost of a scar. The heart remembers, the soul retains. Those gravel roads knew our footsteps well, to a quiet porch where time did swell. But seasons turn, as did your gaze. Now I'm wading through these lonesome days. The shadow haunts these fading trails, dancing in the dust kicked up by my heels. Underneath the brim of my weathered hat lies the burdened eyes that can't look back. By the old corral I pause and sigh, a lone stallion against the vast cruel sky. Rain whispers secrets to the thirsty ground. In the symphony of sorrow I am bound. Shadow haunts, yet I roam these parts with echoes of hooves and a shattered heart, riding through the memories under stars so grand. A cowboy's shadow forever damned. So here's to the wind, my only friend tonight. Carry these songs of a lost love's plight to the horizon where past and present blend. His shadow and mine till the very end.
Out where the oak trees whisper low beneath the vast unending skies, I found a worn-out leather saddle where my deepest heartache lies. By the creek where waters murmur, there's a scarf you left behind. Every thread a tale of summer when your hand was locked in mine. Oh, the winds of time blow through these plains, scented with the wild and free. But they carry dust that stings my eyes as I peer through what used to be. In this saddle haunt I linger, trapped in a love that time can't daunt. Every sunset paints your shadow on the trails we used to haunt. Years have rolled like thunder rumbling over distant stormy hills. The old porch we danced upon, now silent, empty chills. The town once loud with laughter echoes with our whispered past. Gravel roads we roamed together, now just pathways overgrown with grass. Oh, the winds of time blow through these plains, scented with the wild and free. But they carry dust that stings my eyes as I peer through what used to be. In this saddle haunt I linger, trapped in a love that time can't daunt. Every sunset paints your shadow on the trails we used to haunt. vast prairie sky. I'll let your memory dance. Rain washes over old regrets, gives a man a second chance. Yet every cabin, every star tells the story of our plight. In the heart of every wilderness, I face the cold, lonely night. So the winds of time blow through these plains, scented with the lost and free, carrying voices of yesterday, tying you forever to me. In this saddle haunt, I reckon some loves are ghosts we can't outrun. Every sunset's a reminder of the love I've never won.
Shadow of the oak tree, where the wild daisies grow, stands a house old of secrets, whispering soft and low. I walked its dusty halls, where our laughter used to blend with a scarf you left behind, as if you'd come back again. Oh, the old house listened to the sound of our dreams. Now it echoes with silence, just like my heart it seems. Underneath the porch light, where you swore you'd never part, the old house listened closely to the breaking of my heart. Years have worn the saddle, trails have gone to seed, gravel roads forgotten like the warmth of your heat. Where the river bends under the weeping willow tree lies the ghost of your whisper, but you ain't there with me. Yes, the old house listened to the vows we could not keep. Now it shelters shadows in its heart where darkness creeps. Beside the cold fireplace where our fire used to burn bright, the old house listened closely through the lonely endless night. Choices and the weight of this void. The sunset throws gold on paths you'll walk no more, and each step takes me further from the love we swore. And the old house listened as I whisper goodbye to the dreams we once built beneath this vast open sky. As the stars look down gently on the heartache we've sown, the old house keeps listening while I wander alone. In the cradle of the valley, where the oak trees touch the skies, lies a cabin made of memories, where my heart forever lies. The porch still holds her laughter in the creaks of weathered wood, where we watched the endless sunset, a promise understood. His shadow closed her eyes, beneath the weeping willows cries, where whispers of the prairie wind speak of days gone by. In the silence of the twilight, with the stars so sadly eyed, his shadow closed her eyes, and the dreams of love denied. Now the road is dressed in gravel, stretching past the forgotten miles, each stone a tale of distance between the sorrows and the smiles. The scarf she left behind on the saddle lay so cold, a fragment of a dance in the dust that turns to gold. His shadow closed her eyes and beat the weeping willows cries, where whispers of the prairie wind speak of days gone by. In the silence of the twilight, with the stars so sadly eyed, his shadow closed her eyes, and the dreams of love denied. By the riverside I wander, where the waters meet the bend, her reflection in the ripples, my companion, my old friend. With every step a whisper from the past that can't unwind, her echo in the canyon, a love I'll never find. The shadow closed her eyes, beneath the weeping willows cries, where whispers of the prairie wind mourn the quick goodbyes. In the silence of the twilight, with the stars so sadly eyed, his shadow closed her eyes on the heart that's tried and tried. So I ride beneath the moonlight, where her laughter met my sins, a cowboy with his memories, where the old love never wins. The trails may fade in shadows, but her touch I'll never lose, as the shadow closed her eyes to the life I did not choose.
Out where the oak tree shadow the dusty roads bend, I first saw her smile, wild as the wind in her hair. We danced under stars, on old porches we'd spend those fleeting sweet summers without a single care. The gravel path whispered of where our dreams might have led, in that quiet town where our love was declared. But the timeless road lingers, and I'm riding alone, where the whispers of the wind speak only of her gone. Each sunset bleeds memories, in the twilight they groan on this long, lonely trail, where my heart finds no home. The years spun like dust devils, wild and untamed. The cabin sits empty, where laughter once reigned. Her scarf still hangs on the oak, faded unnamed, a relic of passion, now just sorrow retained. Rain taps like soft footsteps across the window pane, echoing the silence where absence remains. Yes, the timeless road lingers, and I'm riding alone, where the whispers of the wind speak
speak only of her gone. Each sunset bleeds memories, in the twilight they groan on this long, lonely trail, where my heart finds no home. Now the saddle's worn thin, like the soles of my boots, every step and each mile threading back to her roots. In dreams she's the echo of old forgotten tunes, a dance in the shadow, a ghost at high noon. Still this timeless road lingers, and I'm riding alone, haunted by the silence where laughter once roamed. Sunset's last light fading like the warmth from a stone on this long, lonely trail, her memory etched in my bones. So I'll ride these old trails where our wild dreams once flew, beneath vast starlit skies that we once knew. And though time may pass and the night slips to blue, this timeless road lingers, ever old, ever new.
In the shadow of the oak, the old house stands, weathered wood and a door that still swings. Whispers float on the prairie winds, where laughter used to live under summer skins. We carved our names in that hard old tree, promises made where no one could see. Oh, the old house remembers her scarf on the rack, the sunset through curtains, never pulling them back. Dust dances alone where we used to dance. The old house remembers, oh, the old house can't forget. Like rivers, they erode a man's soul. Gravel roads empty, they used to be whole. Wildflowers push through the cracks on her steps, ghosts in the garden, secrets they've kept. The saddle's untouched, it's been years since it's roamed, an empty chair on that porch calling me home. Oh, the old house remembers her scarf on the rack, the sunset through curtains, never pulling them back. Dust dances alone where we used to dance. The old house remembers, oh, the old house can't forget. Rain taps the roof in a slow, sad song. Memories like visitors, they stay too long. Under the oak, the earth knows the score. Her name, my heart, and the forevermore. Yes, the old house remembers, and so do I. In the stillness of twilight, under a faint sky, dust settles soft on the paths we'd roam. The old house remembers what I can't let go. The old house remembers what I'll always know. I sing to the wind, to the land, to the past, a cowboy shadow in the sunset cast.
On the edge of Oakley's meadow, neath the shadow dance of trees, rested an old porch swing, whispering with the breeze. Carved our names within its timbers in the days when love was wild. Every creak beneath the oak recalls the laughter of a child.
Oh, the swing held tight as the sun dipped low in the arms of the horizon where my heart still yearns to go. The dusk wraps around like a scarf worn and light, and the stars peek through the heavens on this solitary night. Like rivers they flow through the valleys, dust and stone, leaving boots worn and a saddle, resting empty and alone. That oak has grown its branches wide like the roads I've come to roam, yet underneath its ancient shade a phantom of home. Oh, the swing tight as the winds grew cold, embracing silent cabins where our tales no more are told. The rain taps soft on the tin roof's plight, mimicking the teardrops in the echoes of the night. So here's to the gravel paths and the trails that fade away, to the love that was and the twilight's gentle sway. I've wandered far with a restless heart beneath the endless sky, but that swing it sways a lonesome lullaby. Yes, the swing held tight, but the world let go in the quiet of the evening where the lonely rivers flow. Hold me close in the ghostly light, for the soul of a cowboy drifts between the day and night.
There's an old oak by the river bend where we carved our names in younger skin. Her laughter hung on summer's end, and that scarf she wore danced in the wind. A dusty trail, a sunset glow, her shadow long in the world below. Silent whispers in the twilight's haze, each memory now a scarf that fades. Oh, how the winds talk down those empty roads, carrying cries of what we used to hold. Beneath the stars where wild horses roam, her scarf in the wind, now I ride alone. Years went by, the river song turned sad. Those oak tree leaves found the ground unclad. Her scarf lost color, it frayed at the seams, left in the porch swing in my silent dreams. The cabin's empty, the gravel untrod, echoes of footsteps and just a facade. Where we once danced, now only I tread with the ghost of the love that we had bred. Oh, how the winds talk down those empty roads, carrying cries of what we used to hold. Beneath the stars where wild horses roam, her scarf in the wind,
midst of this lonely path, I see the traces of our shared past. But each day the sunset bleeds into night, I learn to live with this fading light. So let the winds talk, let them tell our tale, as I wander beneath the moon pale. Though her scar fades, these memories won't. Across the wild lands I roam, her scarf in the wind, and I ride alone. Every sunset, a whisper of her laughter. Every trail's end a chapter. And still the scarf fades, but never quite disappears, just like her. In the shadow of the oak, where wild horses used to roam, I found her scarf faded red beneath the setting sun's last glow. That old porch creaked under the weight of ghostly tales untold. Her laughter hung on the prairie wind in the whispering grass so bold. Oh, but that empty bed tied down where dreams and dust collide, in a cabin by the creek under the endless starlit sky. Each night I lie awake where her whispers used to tread. A heart can't roam forever around and in an empty bed tied down. We rode the trails through amber fields where the river bends and sighs, but time it rusts like the old gate swings, and all but love denies. The saddle hangs untouched, it seems, since she rode off with the dawn, and all that's left is the echo of goodbye and the silence after she's gone. But that empty bed tied down where dreams and dust collide, in a cabin by the creek under the endless starlit sky. Each night I lie awake where her whispers used to tread. A heart can't roam forever around, an empty bed tied down. There's a wisdom in the wind, an old story it wants to say, about a cowboy's heart that loved and lost, but the prairie calls him stay. Rain may wash the old roads clean, but some tracks they never fade, like the path I walk in my mind each night, where her memory softly lays. So here's to the empty bed tied down, where my weary soul finds rest in the quiet of the night, with her shadow in the west. Though time may march and the stars may fall, and the world may turn its head, a cowboy's heart keeps wandering round and round, an empty bed tied down. Yeah, I'm forever bound to that empty bed tied down.
In the shade of the oak where the wild river bends, I carved our names under the sky so vast.
Canyon sank with your cliffs so steep, where echoes carry memories I long to keep. Your winds whispered secrets through the rustling leaves of love as the mustangs we chase in dreams. Oh, canyon sank in your shadows, I dwell with the ghosts of the laughter, the tales we tell. The sun dips low, painting red on the land, my heart just a relic in the palm of your hand. These trails grow cold and the night starts to fall. Canyon sank, it's your name I still call. Now the cabin stands empty where once there was life. The porch still creaks like it speaks of our strife. Gravel roads lay forgotten, claimed by the dust, as I wander them slowly, fueled by my lust. For days long gone and nights too swift, when love was my bounty and your smile my gift. Oh, canyon sank in your shadows, I dwell with the ghosts of the laughter, the tales we tell. The rain falls soft on the window pane, like tears for the love I won't find again. These trails grow cold and the night starts to fall. Canyon sank, it's your name I still call. Beneath these stars, I'm just a shadow that roams in the silence. Your scarf still smells like home. Each whispering wind, each crest of a wave tells me you're gone to a love I couldn't save. Oh, canyon sank in your cradle, I've lain with the echoes of heartstrings strummed in vain. The sun dips low, my lamented will stand, a cowboy, a memory, a ghost in the sand. These trails grow cold and my heart starts to stall. Canyon sank, it's your echo I recall. Forever in this canyon where my heart sank with the sun, I'll sing to the stars about the love I never won.
On lonesome hill, neath the crying sky, an old oak whispers secrets when the wind blows by. Its leaves hold tales of you and me. In the shadow of our dreams where we used to be, a cabin sits, its porch worn thin. Ghost of your scarf dancing in the wind. Those gravel roads where our stories spilled, now just dusty tracks that the rain can't heal. Oh, lonesome hill bleeds as my heart proceeds under wide open skies where you slip from my grip, and the sun sets plain on my silent complaints on a canvas of plains where our love met its fate. Gone are the days of laughter and wine, only echoes in the hollow where I lay my mind. Your saddle's untouched, it's been years I reckon. Mourn so leathered, each crease a lesson. The creek still runs, but it's not the same. Without your reflection, it's just water and pain. Hardened by time, softened by tears. This wandering life, shaped by fears. Oh, lonesome hill bleeds as my heart proceeds
slip from my grip, and the sunset's paint all my silent complaints on a canvas of plains where our love met its fate. If memories were horses, I'd ride back to you, through storms and through shadows, to truths we once knew. But dreams are just echoes fading into the night, and I'm just a shadow under fading twilight. So lonesome hill bleeds, and I'm trying to believe in a sky that still holds both your heart and your leave. As the night closes in on the plains wide and still, I'll remember us fondly, forever on Lonesome Hill. In the shadow of oak trees by the sleepy creek's bend, I found a heart shaped by fire in the ash of the wind. We carved our names on a cabin where the honeysuckles grew. The porch still holds our whispers, but now it's missing you. Oh, fire carved in lands of wild embrace, my soul rides lonesome trails, haunted by your face. Every sunset bleeds the same old scarlet hue. Fire carved, oh, I'm still burning true. The gravel road's now quieter where your laughter filled the air. An old scarf you left behind dances on the wooden chair. The rain taps on the window like the rhythm of your song, but the melodies are faded since you've been gone too long. Oh, fire carved in lands of wild embrace, my soul rides lonesome trails, haunted by your face. Every sunset bleeds the same old scarlet hue. Fire carved, oh, I'm still burning true. Underneath the endless sky where dreams dare to roam, I wander through the memories in search of way back home. But every star's a whisper from a love I can't reclaim. Loneliness my compass in this vast untamed domain. Oh, fire carved in lands of wild embrace, my soul rides lonesome trails, haunted by your face. Every sunset bleeds the same old scarlet hue. Fire carved, oh, I'm still burning true. So here I stand in silence with the dusk upon my skin, the night air taste of sorrow of what could have been. Fire carved, a love that never will expire. In the quiet of the darkness, I still yearn, I still aspire.
Out by the creek, under a sky so wide, where the oak trees whisper to the starlit ride, I found your scarf, a fragment in the wind, red as the sunset where our love began. Love waits in the shadow of the old porch
porch swing, and every dust-kicked trail and the songs we'd sing. Rust on the saddle, rains on the plains. Love waits, but it's never quite the same. Rode past the cabin where we once lay low. Now it's just the bones where the cold winds blow. Gravel roads where your laughter filled the air. Now just a silence that I can't bear. Love waits in the shadow of the old porch swing, in every dust-kicked trail and the songs we sing. Rust on the saddle, rains on the plains. Love waits, but it's never quite the same. And under wide open skies, I reckon my heartache's seen by stars that watched us dream once across these fields so green. Time's airless rider, it never heeds a plea, yet in its ruthless travel brings your memory back to me. Love waits in the silence of the fading trails, in the echoes of a song that the nightingale wails. Dust settles slow as my heart learns to roam. Love waits forever in this heart, your home.
In the shadow of the oak, where the wild river's bank, I first saw her smile by the old cabin plank. Soft as the breeze in her faded blue dress, under that sky I swore I'd never confess. How the scarves in her hair danced a sweet silent song on a porch where my heart's been lost for so long. Graves sank my joys beneath that cold dusty ground, where our laughter once lived, but it don't make a sound. The stars overhead, they watched as I cried, lost in the winds where my solace has died. Years rolled like thunder through towns built on sand. She drifted away like the dust through my hand. The oak tree still standing, but the cabin fell through, just like the dreams that I built around you. Gravel roads wind away, but they don't lead me back to the time when my soul wasn't cloaked in this black. Graves sank my joys beneath that cold dusty ground, where our laughter once lived, but it don't make a sound. The stars overhead, they watched as I cried, lost in the rains where my solace has died. Now the saddle's worn thin and the trails all but fade, like the memories of kisses under the oak's gentle shade.
Maybe pain's just a guest that's overstayed its night, but her echo in the valley keeps on riding my plight. Grave sank my joys, but her whisper finds the breeze. In the twilight of the prairie, she still comforts and teases. So I wander these lands, a shadow set free beneath wide open skies. She's no longer here to see. Yet grave sank my heart deep where love's never tired, in the wild whispered west where our past keeps it admired. Out where the oak trees meet the gravel road, she laughed under skies of gold and sunset glow. Her eyes burned like the fire in the desert cold, in that old town where the dust would softly blow. Her eyes, they burned through the wild winds of my mind, a memory like the scent of rain on dry pine. She's the ghost in the night, the whisper in the pines. Her eyes burn, oh, and they haunt me every time. Years have passed, the cabin's worn and old, saddle's dusty, the porch is mossy stone. Where once laughter danced, now silence firmly holds. Scarf she left behind, now faded, frayed and cold. Her eyes, they burn through the wild winds of my mind, a memory like the scent of rain on dry pine. She's the ghost in the night, the whisper in the pines. Her eyes burn, oh, and they haunt me every time. Across the fading trails where our dreams used to roam, I wander heart in hand through this life alone. Every sunset bleeds into my soul's twilight. Her eyes, a starless night, no more light to fight. Her eyes, they burn and I'm lost in their flame, a lone silhouette against the prairie's vast frame. She's the ghost in the night, the final cry of the loons. Her eyes burn under the pale watch of the moon. Letting go, yet she burns forever, the fire in the heart of a cowboy caught in old wire. Her eyes burn, oh, and they haunt me every time. Her eyes burn,
Stood in the back of the chapel pews, wore my cleanest boots, old Sunday blues. You walked the aisle in satin white, while I hid pain behind polite. Your mama smiled, your daddy cried. The preacher spoke of groom and bride, and I just sipped my flask real slow, try not to let my sorrow show. She married someone else today, and I just smiled and walked away. No toast, no tears, no loud regret, just memories I can't forget. I let her go like a man should do, but Lord knows I still bled through. I clapped my hands, I wished her well, while dying quietly in my shed. We danced once back in 22, under fairground lights and sky so blue. She said forever, I said too, but sometimes always don't pull through. Now he holds the hand I used to kiss, and she wears pride, not cowardice. Guess he gave what I could not, a little piece, a better shot. She married someone else today, and I just stood too proud to stay. I drove off slow with windows down, let my heartache fill this town. She was my flame, she chose the rain, and I'm just learning to love the pain. So if you ask, I'll never tell. She married someone else. They threw rice and I threw smiles, but deep inside I ran for miles. She married someone else today, and I still feel her drift away. But I won't beg, I won't complain, just raise my glass to love's remains. Let her believe I'm doing fine, even if I'm breaking line by line. She's gone for good and I can't dwell, 'cause she